How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me back there? Good evening. Welcome to our 16th annual Blacks in Wax, titled Legends and Likeness, the Power of Knowing Your Black History. I am so proud to welcome you all on behalf of Southeast Tennyson Learning Center. I want you all to first meet some of my amazing scholars in the museum. Please give a warm welcome to our lovely museum cast, whom have never done this before. Come on down. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Legends and Likeness, the Power of Knowing Your Black History. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our fearless leader, founder of Southeast Tennyson Learning Center, and founder and CEO of the Recreation Wishlist Committee, Mrs. Cora Masters Berry.
And please give an applause for the man who's responsible for us being here, my dear friend, the art person extraordinaire, the chair of the Commission on Arts and Humanity, and all around best guy in the world, Mr. Reggie Van Lee.
You're going to make me do all the talking? No. Okay, good. So Corey's asked me to talk a little bit about how we got here. I was honored enough to see these children perform at the Southeast Tennyson Learning Center many years ago. And about 10 minutes into it, I told Cora, I said, this is the best kept secret in Washington, D.C. Why don't more people know about this? This needs a bigger platform. And since I was blessed enough to be a trustee here at the Kennedy Center, I said, we're coming to the Kennedy Center. Many people thought that it was a joke. Many people thought it wouldn't happen. But there's an old saying, if you want to get to Carnegie Hall, you must practice, practice, practice. If you want to get to the Kennedy Center, you must excel, excel, excel. And these young people have done this, and we're so happy to be here. 16 years in the program. The one last thing I'll say is, when we decided we would bring the program here, the question was, well, will we have enough people to come and see this production? Well, look at us. With all the seats we have here, we have standing room only, and it is one of the highlights of the season here at the Kennedy Center. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. And back to the one and only Corey Masters-Berry.
I'm gonna kill you. So I don't have a lot to say other than this will be the last time we do Blacks in Wax in this format. It's been 16 years. Let's give us 16 years. This is the third time I've said that, and I thought each time I was going to cry, but I didn't, so it's going to happen. This program is special for several reasons. One, it's the last, but more importantly, in the era that we're living in now with the repression and the minimizing of our Black history, it's so important for all of you, but especially our young people, to know where we came from, whose shoulders we're standing on. So I'm going to give you a friendly warning. It is a lot of information, and you will learn a lot, because every time I hear them, I learn. So we're going to do that because of the laws that are being passed and the acts that are being executed to eliminate, erase, and forget our history, which is American history. This is very important. That's why we put the tab, the power of knowing your Black history. And just let me say, before I was a CEO of a tennis and learning center, I was a political science and a history professor. And I can tell you, I bet $1 to a dime, history has recorded efforts since the beginning of time to stop progress. It never happens. Every time they try to stop you, what you do is you give attention, we resist. What do we do when we resist? We fight back, and we do more and care more about Black history than we have ever in our lives because they try to stop it. And I have more to say about that. Listen to Mr. Ben Crump.
I promise I will use this Social Justice Award as greater incentive to fight against the legalized genocide of colored people and vow never to stop fighting racism and discrimination when it rears its ugly head. As my sister Teslin Figueroa always says, we have to push the line for our people every chance we get, no matter what we do in life. We all have a role to play. And so I will continue to fight in the court of law, in the court of public opinion. And now that they are trying to ban our most celebrated Black authors and AP African American Studies, we must advocate for our children and our culture in the classrooms and demand that they acknowledge that the teaching of Black history matters. Harriet Tubman matters, Frederick Douglass matters, Ida B. Well matters, Thurgood Marshall matters, Dr. King matters, Rosa Parks matters, Malcolm X matters, Shirley Chisholm, John Lewis. They were not mere footnotes in the history books. They were the heroes. And as Carter G. Woodson prophetically warned, if a race has no history, if it has no traditions that are respected and taught to the young people, then it becomes a negligible factor in the thought of the world and thus endanger are becoming exterminated. We will not let elected officials exterminate our history, our literature, or our culture. Not in Florida or any of the other 50 states. Because it is so important that both black children and white children and all children know that black history matters, because black history is American history.
And I am fighting with and marching in the footsteps of those brave, passionate, strong men and women who fought and continue to fight for our rights. They're African American legends, freedom fighters, activists, justice seekers, like Sojourner Truth, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Mary McLeod Bethune, Dr. Dorothy Irene Height, Marion Barry, Hazel Dukes, and Janetta B. Cole. Just name a few. Thank you, warriors. The struggle continues.
Tennis isn't the only place where we have excelled. It's not the only place black people have blazed the trail. But it is a space where we have set the bar. Thank you to our legends of sports. Arthur Ashe, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Venus, and Serena Williams.
Who runs the world? Girls. Yes, I won't stop singing that tune, because there are so many who have come before me who are legends in the world of music and who have stood up for our rights. They gave us music to feed our souls. Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick, Gladys Knight, Whitney Houston. Thank you, ladies of soul.
I dance the ballet because it is my expression of love, and it makes people happy and feel something beautiful, because there are women and men who came before me and looked just like me, with beautiful black and brown skin, who said they can, and they did. Thank you to our dance legends, Raven Wilkerson, Janet Collins, Arthur Mitchell, and Virginia Johnson.
I became a lawmaker in Congress to help protect your rights. So listen to me clearly. If someone's blocking you from learning black history, which is American history, it is unconstitutional. There will be no we the people without us as a people challenging laws and policies. Thank you. Adam Clay and Powell, Benjamin Crump, Dick Gregory, Maya Angelou, Oprah Winfrey, Barry Gordy,
Cicely Tyson, Shirley Chisholm, John Singleton, Sidney Poitier, Stokely Carmichael. We call their names and the names of the next generation who may not know intimately, but will learn about today. There is power in knowing your history. It will help you understand how we should treat each other, where we come from, and where we're going. Black history cannot be rebuffed, but it is all right to teach our children and all children about the legends in black history. Our contributions made, our sacrifices made, and our accomplishments that we have realized do matter. So on this day, we bring to you legends and likeness, the power in knowing your black history. Our roots are deep, and our legends are spread far and wide, from sports to dance, business to science, politics to freedom fighters, and music. You know me, my song, Witness, the legends of yesterday, and who's up next, fighting for our future.
Man, bet you sing that song at every birthday party, and you don't even know the origin of it. I'm Jay-Z, and I've been in this music industry game since the late 1980s, and I don't take it lightly that the male-female trailblazers before me, the legends in this industry, were tough. Did you know Stevie Wonder not only penned an amazing song that we all sing at every party, but also fought alongside Coretta Scott King to make Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday a national holiday, which has been celebrated legally since 1986. Stevie Wonder released his Happy Birthday song in 1981 to help promote the King holiday. Stevie Wonder has released thousands of amazing songs that we jam to, sample, and sing along with, but nothing has been as powerful as this. That song is the joint, but the fact that it's historical makes it even more important. Hip-hop is my genre, but the music that became the fabric of my life comes from music of legends like Michael Jackson, the king of pop, a singer, a dancer, a songwriter, and a philanthropist. With a career that spanned over 4 decades, he became influential in his music, dance, and fashion. Like his music, hip-hop cannot be denied. The 50th anniversary of hip-hop is here, and hip-hop is here to stay. Like James Brown, come on now, we haven't stopped sampling this king's music. His music career spent over 50 years, and he earned his title, the hardest working man in show business. He became known for songs of social commentary like, come on, you know it, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. It wasn't just a song, it was a call to his people, and he used his platform to make a difference. The legends I walk behind don't stop there. Marvin Gaye, Berry Gordy, and the list goes on. After that, I knew I had to get in the game to keep up the fight. My business empire includes clothing lines, beverages, real estate, sports teams, and record labels. Not to mention, I'm married to the baddest woman in the industry, Beyonce Knowles Carter.
We're on an amazing ride, Jay-Z and me. Coming from a girls group, Destiny's Child, then going solo, kind of like Diana Ross and the Supremes. I attribute my 32 Grammys, multiple chart-topping songs, and worldwide sellout tours to the women in R&B who have paved the way. You can't deny Whitney Houston or Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, Dionne Warwick, who are still making incredible music and showing us every day. We can use our platform to help people in our communities. I'm from Houston, Texas, and what you may not know is how I support many efforts in education and health for my hometown and across the country. With 3 kids and a major tour coming up, I've learned that we can have it all. I thank these awesome women of soul for showing me the way and helping me find my destiny.
It's not just the music. Jennifer Hudson here, or J-Hud, they like to call me. And I'm here to back you up, sis. And it's not just about being an American Idol. I mean, the accolades are sweet. I never knew I'd become the youngest woman and second African-American woman behind Whoopi Goldberg to win all 4 major American Entertainment Awards. I got an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. EGOT, they call it. And it all started with the Little American Idol talent show. But I know I didn't get here on my own. I know women like the incomparable Aretha Franklin, the real queen of soul, is a beacon of light in our world. I mean, she started singing at a very young age. and she went to tour with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at just 16 years old. Now, Aretha, she wasn't just a singer, songwriter, and gifted musician, but she was also well immersed and involved in the struggle for women's rights and civil rights. She provided money to civil rights groups, at times covering their payroll, and performed at benefits and protests. You know, when Angela Davis got jailed in 1970, you know what Aretha said? Aretha said Angela Davis must go free. Black people will be free. She also said, I've been locked up for disturbing the peace back in Detroit, but I know you gotta disturb the peace and you can't get no peace. Now that was my girl. Two of my favorite Aretha songs, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman and Respect, became national anthems for the social movement for change. Now, I was honored when she picked me to portray her in her biopic, Respect, because she was an icon for change, and I am constantly chasing her legacy.
Don't be scared. Listen, what you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for a little respect when I get home. Hey, baby, when you get home, mister, I ain't gonna do you wrong while you go. Ain't gonna do you wrong. I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you get home. Hey, baby, when you get home, mister, listen to me. Now I'm about to give you all my money, and all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my promise when you get home. Hey, baby, whip it to me, mister. Listen, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take care of TCB. Oh, a little respect. Oh, yeah, a little respect. I get tired, I keep on trying. Act a fool, and that ain't cool. Respect, baby, respect.
Respect. And that's exactly what our legends deserve. And those of us continuing the struggle want you to join us. Music has been an important part of our lives. It's how we communicate, and it's how we tell our stories. But the actors, producers, writers, and literary leaders have given us a new hope and helped build our lives in a new way. From superheroes to comedians and poets, and from writers to truth tellers, our stories run deep.
Michael B. Jordan. No relation to the great basketball superstar Michael Jordan. Michael B. for Bakari. The Swahili word that means noble promise. I have a lot to live up to, right? Well, I follow a great line of black actors who worked through adversity and became some of the most celebrated actors on stage, on television, and in film. Growing up in Newark, I was surrounded
by violence and racism. But that is what prepared me for Hollywood. That's right, particularly the racism part. I am honored to be a part of an industry that was led by men like Sidney Poitier, the first black and the first Bahamian to win the Academy Award. He was an actor, film director, and diplomat who received the Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama, and his work on stage was masterful. Denzel Washington, another legendary black actor, said to Sidney Poitier, right after he won an Oscar for Best Actor in Training Day, second black actor to win that award, "I'll always be chasing you, Sidney. I'll always be following in your footsteps. There's nothing I'd rather do, sir." And Denzel has been an actor that we all chase for his work in the field and his character as a person. My good buddy, my big brother, whom I miss dearly. Chadwick Boseman taught me so much about this industry. His work speaks for itself. His roles were all based on strong black icons. Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, and the crowd's favorite, King T'Challa, the Black Panther. But he was also a humanitarian and activist who supported causes such as Black Lives Matter, voting rights, and cancer awareness, and inspired many people with his speeches and actions. These are the legacies that I'm chasing.
It isn't easy for black women in Hollywood. Did you know that of all the roles we have portrayed over the years, just 14 black actresses have been nominated for Best Lead Actress, and only one, that was Halle Berry, has ever won. I'm Viola Davis, and I love the work I do as an actress. Yes, I've received many awards. As a matter of fact, I just became EGOT, the third black woman to do so, winning an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, a Primetime Emmy Award, 2 Tony Awards, and a Grammy. But it is not the awards that I seek. It is the opportunities to break down barriers, to continue the fight for equal justice as a woman and a black actor. Cicely Tyson was the greatest black actress. I owe her, no, we owe her for leading the way in a career that spanned more than 7 decades in film, television, and theater. She was known for her portrayal of strong African American women. I built my career in the same manner. Coming from humble beginnings, I fought my way through. My mother was a civil rights activist, often protesting with me by her side as a toddler. I learned early that we must support each other in every way. In my collaboration with the Hunger Isn't campaign to help eradicate childhood hunger across America, and it's a fact that out of 17 million kids in this country, 1 in 5 go to bed hungry. I know this personally because I was one of those kids who grew up in hopeless poverty. So that's my mission. That is my purpose. Coming from stage work like August Wilson Fences to the television series, How to Get Away with Murder, until my latest and greatest film, The Woman King. I stand by the work we do as black actors.
These women and men are awe-inspiring. As a filmmaker, I have the honor of working with black talent that goes beyond what you can imagine. I am Ava DuVernay, and I didn't start this journey making movies. I did start as a writer and a publicist, but I became more and more compelled to become a part of the storytelling to make sure that our truths were being told by us. See, I'm a Cali girl, born and raised in Long Beach, California, educated at UCLA, a graduate with a double degree in English literature and African American studies.
So you can't tell me that Black history isn't important in our studies. It made me who I am today. And we need to fight to make sure that education of Black history is not blocked in our school systems. It is an important part of the American story. So I thank the Black filmmakers who have forged the road ahead. From the very first Black filmmaker, Oscar Micheaux, who made what were called race films during the age of Jim Crow, to Melvin Van Peebles and Gordon Parks, who made films termed as Blaxploitation. And then Spike Lee and John Singleton with Do the Right Thing and Boys in the Hood, work that examined urban and racial tensions in America. And lest we forget, Julie Dash. There are so few Black women filmmakers, and she was the first to produce a film with a wide release, Daughters of the Dust. See, my work is a continuation of their work, a continuation of our stories, celebrating and recording our history, and looking forward to the future.
I wasn't born in this area, but I'm entrenched in this area now. I'm a professor, journalist, author, and I'm a truth teller. Yes, I like that term. I follow in very big footsteps of Ida B. Wells, Zora Neale Hurston, Angela Davis, and Julianne Malveaux. My work, like their work, combines a journalistic view of what is happening in our society, our communities, and our world. Ida B. Wells, a suffragist and a journalist, put her life on the line to expose and write against the lynching of Black folks in the late 1800s. Zora was a journalist, author, anthropologist, and filmmaker who portrayed racial struggles in the early 1900s and published her research on hoodoo, which are spiritual practices evolved from various traditional African religions. She was a bad sister. Angela Davis is a political activist, philosopher, academic, and author. She is currently a professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz, and her life has come full circle. She is a woman after my own heart, not afraid to write, teach, and tell her truth. She is the author of more than 10 books on class, gender, race, and U.S. prison system, and she's not backing down. And then there's Dr. Julianne Malveaux, a brilliant economist, author, social and political commentator, and businesswoman. As an amazing writer and syndicated columnist, Dr. Malveaux stays on the cusp of what is current and what is meaningful to our communities. These legends, living and past, inspire me as a writer, scholar, activist, associate professor of media, democracy, and society at the American University here in Washington, D.C. I follow in the footsteps of these pushy women, and I'm proud to raise my voice for social justice. You can hear more of what I have to say in my writings, like A Mouth Is Always Muzzled, Go-Go Live, and Deconstructing Tyrone. And if that's not enough, please know that I will be here fighting as a co-founder of Don't Mute DC Go-Go Music and Culture, and pursuing the bold equity agenda on the arts and humanities policy in the District of Columbia. I am Natalie Hopkinson. You will be hearing more from me. I am just getting started.
Come on, sing along.
McKelvey, but professionally known as Charlemagne the God. I know I've got some nerve, and I do. As a radio host of The Breakfast Club, or a television host of my own show, Hell of a Week with Charlemagne the God, I go right to the core of the matter. Whoever it is, whatever it is, I bite my tongue for no one. And that can be a problem, but that's how we get the real information we need. I am here to educate. We can shut down a whole campaign if we need to, because people, young people especially, are listening and learning. I love the way Tom Joyner, man, the fly job, the hardest working man in the radio, back in the day would fly from Dallas, Chicago, every day to fill 2 radio contracts. We don't have to do that anymore with syndication. What he did was amazing. He started conversations for black folk, made information available for black folk, specifically through Reach Media, the Black America Web, and the Tom Joyner Foundation. Shout out to my man for paving the way.
Simone just premiered last May 2022. Have you seen it? Listen, we come a long way, baby. From years of working in politics and on cable TV, to the Omaha mayor's office, that's Omaha, Nebraska, to presidential campaigns. First for Bernie Sanders in 2016, and then for President Joe Biden in 2020. Serving on his transition team to chief spokesperson and senior advisor for Vice President Kamala Harris. What a journey to MSNBC, where I feel at home as myself, Simone Sanders Townsend, a communicator with a passion for problem solving and social justice. I am motivated by the simple fact that someone fought, marched, cried, prayed, and spoke up so that one day I would be able to do the same for the next generation. There are black women who have made it their point to inform, educate, and elevate the community, like trailblazer Kathy Hughes, founder and chairperson of Radio One, now Urban One, who has conquered the communication industry with 61 stations in 13 markets and in 43 million homes with TV One. She is a powerhouse who got her star where? In Omaha, Nebraska, something in the water there, I hope. And Oprah Winfrey, who started as a talk show host, but has grown her brand to include Old Network, the Old Magazine, film production, and more. These aren't easy footsteps to follow, but my point is, there is a blueprint. There are black women who have made history in multimedia, and they haven't stopped. Although I'm just starting my journey, I'm encouraged that this media platform reaches our people. I'm standing with these women and determined to raise the profile of young voices and bring millennial perspectives to all the conversations. And that's what I said.
It was in high school that I eventually read the poetry of other black women, such as Audre Lorde and Phyllis Wheatley, and started writing poems that commented on social justice issues such as intersectional feminism and race. I am Amanda Gorman, a poet and activist who follows in the footsteps of some powerful black women, just like the inspiring Maya Angelou, whose legacy of writings will never be matched. I also delivered a poem, The Hill We Climb, at the inauguration of a US President, Joe Biden. It was an honor. However, my goal is to run for President of the United States myself in 2036. And seeing the ways that a young black woman can inspire people is something I want to continue in politics. I don't want to just speak words. I want to turn them into realities and actions. During this Women's History Month, I salute you, black women, of courage and strength. And I leave today with a mantra I say to myself whenever I prepare to perform. I'm the daughter of black writers. We're descended from freedom fighters who broke through chains and changed the world. Now go out and change the world.
They beat the odds repeatedly. The GOAT is what we call them because they are the greatest of all time. And now we look to see who will be up next.
Last year at the U.S. Open tennis tournament, I reached the semifinals of a Grand Slam, the first in my entire career. I am Francis Tiafo, a 25-year-old black man who literally grew up at the age of 4 with my twin brother at a tennis facility, right around the corner in College Park, Maryland. It may sound strange, but my father lived in a facility. We stayed with him during the week, while my mother worked night shifts as a nurse Monday through Friday. So tennis was at our back door, front door, everywhere we looked, and I loved it. I learned my work ethic from my Sierra Leone immigrant parents, and I haven't stopped pushing to get to the top. I just received the American Tennis Professional Ranking of World number 14 in singles, and that's something I'm proud of. But I'm also honored to be mentioned in the same breath as tennis icon Arthur Ashe. Last year, I was the first black American male to reach the semifinals at the U.S. Open since 1972, when Arthur Ashe made that distinction. What you should know about Arthur Ashe: he is the first black player selected to the United States Davis Cup team, and the only black man ever to win the singles titles at the Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and the Australia Open, similar to my living circumstances. Arthur Ashe set the stage, and I played my best tennis ever in the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York. He is a legend, indeed.
I was only 4 when I picked up a tennis racket. My parents are both college athletes and encouraged me to play a few sports to see what I like. I liked tennis from the start. After I watched Venus and Serena Williams play, Corey Dion, Coco, decided this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It's important for you to see yourself on the courts. For you to know if Serena can play, then maybe I can too. It takes discipline, time, hard work, and perseverance. At 8 years old, I got serious, and I said, I can do this. I want to play tennis. My parents moved the family from Atlanta to Florida and made sacrifices so I could become professionally trained. My highest ranking was world number 4 in singles and world number 1 in doubles. Of course, it's been a dream come true. I played my idol, Venus Williams, at just 15 years old. I was the youngest player in Wimbledon history to qualify for the main draw. I know I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Venus or Serena Williams. And I am so happy I was able to thank Venus in person for all she and her sister Serena have done for the sport. Together, they won 30 Grand Slams of singles and 14 Grand Slams of doubles. Can I ever get that close? Well, they're both phenomenal. And Serena, yep, she's the GOAT. Not just the best female tennis player, but a world-class athlete. Bye. About to die.
to sneak out here when I heard the music from the Nutcracker. It's one of my favorite ballets. Dancing, and especially ballet, are wonderful ways to express yourself. For me, Ashley Murphy Wilson, it completes my world. I've gone from Dance Theater of Harlem to the Washington Ballet, now in my 6th season there, which is amazing because ballet isn't the normal genre of dance for black girls. Yes, I studied tap and hip-hop also, but ballet is where I landed, no pun intended. The number of dancers who have made the way for me much easier is too many to mention, but there are a few I'd love to thank, so let's start at the beginning. Raven Wilkinson was one of the first ballerinas allowed to join a company in the early 1950s, but had to paint her face white, and eventually went on to dance with the Dutch National Ballet. Then there was Janet Collins, the very first black prima ballerina to dance at New York City's Metropolitan Opera House. She joined in 1954 and faced some of the same racial controversies. Deborah Austin was the very first African-American ballerina to receive a principal dancer contract with the major American ballet company in 1982 with Pennsylvania Ballet. There she danced the principal roles in Swan Lake, Giselle, Capelli, and La Sylphide, and dancing with a white partner was an even further breakthrough. And we can't forget Virginia Johnson, who was a founding company member and prima ballerina of Dance Theater of Harlem, known for being the first black classical ballet company and the first ballet company to prioritize black dancers. She joined under its co-founders, Arthur Mitchell and Carol Shook, in 1969. She said, being Dance Theater of Harlem was a statement. Let us show you how we can do ballet. And of course, the phenomenon Misty Copeland, who had a late start in dance beginning at age 13, became the first African-American female principal dancer in American Ballet Theater's 75-year history. She has broken barriers that have paved the way for dancers like me and the undeniable brown skin girls who can dance ballet. Thank you, black ballerinas. Let's keep dancing. I went the wrong way.
She became the first black woman elected to the United States Congress. Representing New York's 12th Congressional District, a district centered on Bedford-Stuyvesant for 7 terms, from 1969 to 1983. In 1972, she became the first black candidate for a major party nomination for the President of the United States. And the first woman to run for the Democratic Party's nomination. She is Shirley Anita Chisholm, unbought and unbossed. You know, she paved the way for me, your first woman, first black American, and first South Asian American to be elected Vice President of the United States. This is progress. But at a young age, my mother would look at me and say, "Now, Kamala, you may be the first to do many things, but make sure you are not the last." You see, my parents were immigrants and activists who instilled in me a strong sense of justice. They took me to civil rights demonstrations and introduced me to role models like Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall and Judge Constance Baker Motley, the first African-American female to argue a case before the Supreme Court, and the first to serve as a federal judge. Judge Motley's work motivated me to become a prosecutor. And it was a pleasure to swear into the oath of office another black woman appointed to President Biden's cabinet, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Marsha Fudge. She is a dedicated leader. She is a dynamic leader dedicated to alleviating the housing crisis worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, as your vice president, I am committed to helping President Biden get America vaccinated, rebuild our economy, reduce child poverty, and pass laws that will lift up communities that have been left behind. I will also continue to rally for coalitions to protect the freedom to vote, expand workers' rights to organize and collectively bargain, and stand up for women's rights. At every step of the way, I've been guided by the words I spoke from the first time I stood in a courtroom. Kamala Harris, for the people.
My name is Hakeem Jeffries. Whether I'm home in New York or in Washington, D.C., my job is to fight for the people of the 8th Congressional District, Brooklyn, and Queens, New York. That means working to create more affordable housing, reform our broken criminal justice system, lower prescription drug prices, and ensure all Americans have access to a high-quality education. But now I am also proud to be the first Black House Minority Leader and the leader of the House Democratic Caucus in the House of Representatives. Raised in Crown Heights, New York, my parents, one a social worker, the other a caseworker, instilled in me the meaning of integrity and the importance of being a public servant. Today, I follow in the footsteps of another public servant, another minority, a woman, Nancy Pelosi, who led the House of Democrats for 20 years, from 2003 to 2023. She's been in Congress since 1987, a leader, a devoted representative of the people, and my friend. I will continue to serve the people of New York and of the United States of America.
It's history in the making. The first Black governor of Maryland. That's me, Wes Moore. As the 63rd governor of Maryland, just recently sworn in this year, I am the 5th African American U.S. state governor, following PBS, Pinchback of Louisiana, Douglas Wilder of Virginia, Deval Patrick of Massachusetts, and David Patterson of New York. Of these men, I am only the third Black person actually elected as governor of any US state. That number is far too low, and I have a lot to live up to, but I am ready for the challenge. Education, hard work, and most importantly, knowing my history has opened many doors for me, doors that I want every child to walk through. As a former combat veteran, best-selling author, small business owner, Rhodes Scholar, and nonprofit CEO, I've had many diverse experiences and opportunities. But I am certainly not alone in this, and I stand on the shoulders of many, like Adam Clayton Powell. Although not a governor, he was the first Black person to be elected to Congress for the people of the Harlem neighborhood of New York City from 1945 until 1971. He served as a national spokesman on civil rights and social issues. Congressman Powell supported fair employment practices and a ban on poll taxes and lynching. Lynching. Can you imagine? Well, we're not far from that. Today we have to counter educational lynching. So I'll take my cue from Congressman Powell and all the great men and women who came before me. I've devoted my life to a basic principle. No matter your start in life, you deserve an equal opportunity to succeed, a job you can raise a family on, and a future you can look forward to. I vow to leave no one behind. I will work for greater inclusion and economic equity while also focusing on fighting crime and improving education. But I need the people of Maryland to join me. So let's go to work.
Going to work every day for the people of Washington, D.C., my hometown, is my priority, my passion, and my purpose. That's why I am honored to have received the inaugural African American Mayors Association Marion Barry Jr. Award for Public Service. It was in his footsteps I followed when I took the oath of office for a third time. This award was created to recognize leaders who have a legacy of public service and leadership to the community via services to local governments. And over the last 4 years, I have led the nation's capital during several international crises: the COVID-19 pandemic, looming inflation, national and international threats to democracy, and the local unrest surrounding racial reconciliation, which under my leadership ignited the creation of the Black Lives Matter Mirror, duplicated across the nation, all while still fighting for home rule. Yes, DC statehood is still on the horizon. I am proud to have instituted DC's first Office of Racial Equity and Office of Gun Violence Prevention, and funded the first ever Black Home Ownership Fund. And we will always work to support the Mayor, Marion S. Barry's Summer Youth Employment Program, which I expanded to include young adults up to age 24, because our young adults need support too. I'm Mayor Muriel Bowser, dedicated to making sure every DC resident has an opportunity to get their fair shot.
I'm encouraged that these politicians are working for the people, and that there are people who are standing up and making sure that the politicians are being held accountable. I protest when I see wrong. I stand up for us when I see wrong. I put my life on the line because we don't have the right to do nothing. I sat and talked with a legend, and I eagerly listened. He told me how he invested his money and his time to change our people's condition. He marched with Dr. King because he believed in his mission. And all I could think as I heard this man speak with conviction is, I don't have the right to do nothing. Because Harry Belafonte sacrificed for people like me. So if he decided to do nothing, then where would I be? You see, if he was just content with his celebrity status, there wouldn't be an Until Freedom or Black Lives Matter, so I don't have the right to do nothing. We stand on the shoulders of our elders to continue their fight against a system that failed us. Mr. B tells us, he drills in our minds to pick up the torch because this is our time. Injustice is a crime, but it's about execution. So those directly impacted must be the solution, so I don't have the right to do nothing. I'm on a mission. I'm screaming until they listen. Dr. King died for freedom. I'm carrying on tradition. My people want equal rights. I'm carrying that petition. Police is out here killing us. We're gonna need some more convictions. Peaceful and passive is not the same thing. Know the difference. You can't just lay down and die with no resistance, so I don't have the right to do nothing. So I stand with my sisters and brothers in the struggle as it continues until freedom.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Well, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm not afraid to die, 'cause I know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
My passion is lifting up Black women and girls' leaderships through the movement of justice, fairness, and equality, which is my life's work. Manifested through the Black Women's Roundtable. I have had the awesome fortune of going into activism with women leaders like Dr. Dorothy Irene Height, Cormasters Berry, Reverend Dr. Barbara Williams Skinner, and Dr. Johnetta B. Cole. For me, Melanie Campbell, it doesn't really get any better than that. To glean from and interact with these powerhouse trailblazers has helped me move into my power. I worked hard as a servant leader in today's civil rights, women's rights, and social justice movement because it is necessary. From voter registration to women's rights and other critical issues impacting Black America. I look to women like Johnetta B. Cole to join me in the struggle. Dr. Cole did not hesitate when he marched against voter suppression in the summer of 2021. She did not miss a step when it came time to being arrested during those marches. Dr. Cole has been a champion for all women, first female African American, president of Historical Black College, Spelman, and Bennett College for Women. But she did not find it robbery to march on the Capitol for the causes that threaten democracy and the right to vote. I am honored she stood alongside me and the other women of power, and it propels me to continue to fight for our human rights.
Dr. Dorothy Irene Height was a quiet fire. She learned from Mary McLeod Bethune, an educator, philanthropist, humanitarian, womanist, and civil rights activist.
Dr. Bethune founded the National Council of Negro Women in 1935 and was counsel to many presidents on the issues of concerns for Black people and their communities. I stand by these teachings and follow in the path of these two great pioneers. I am now the first president and CEO of the National Council of Negro Women, Siobhan Arline Bradley. Tapped to lead this 88-year-old organization that supports civil rights and women's rights. My life's work includes service as an ordained minister, and I have 21 years of experience in healthcare, equity, diversity, and inclusion, government affairs, and executive leadership. With these skills, I will lean into the work Mary McLeod Bethune and Dr. Dorothy Irene Height have started, and I will bring the organization into full focus, engaging the next generation of leaders.
This is my legacy. I leave to you. Don't ever let it go. Keep it alive. This is my legacy. I leave to you. Leave no one behind, so we all can shine. Make my legacy a reality.
And I'm standing with you, sorors. I understand what it takes to keep our landmark organizations relevant and productive. I'm Akosha Ali, the president of the NAACP Washington, D.C. branch since 2010. And I serve on the National Board of Directors for the organization. Now, I may not be a household name, but I advocate for your households and communities with issues of racial justice and equality. I bet you didn't know that our office has processed over 814 discrimination complaints, addressing police misconduct, housing, education, employment, and consumer rights. At just 30 years young, for 10 years, this is the work I lead. And I have championed these causes under the watchful eye and support of another great woman, Hazel Dukes. She's a member of the NAACP National Board of Directors, a member of the NAACP Executive Committee, as well as an active member of various NAACP board subcommittees. At 90 years young, she's going strong, still championing causes for the Black communities, making the organization accountable and reliable to the families we serve. She has supported me in my position in Washington, D.C., particularly my launch of the NAACP Next Generation Leadership Training Program, which has successfully trained over 600 young professional leaders across 33 states, surrounding 16 core competency curriculum areas. We are here to make a difference, and we can't stop now.
Of being sick and tired. That's right, Fannie Lou Hamer. a legend, a fighter, a voting rights advocate, a women's rights activist, civil rights leader, and leader in the civil rights movement. Well, the first thing I did right was the day I started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on, hold on. I am clear that I followed in the footsteps of Fannie Lou Hamer. She knew from a very young age that voting was the key to freedom for Black people. I am Natasha Brown, co-founder of Black Voters Matter. And here we are, over 60 years later, still fighting for the right to vote. We are fighting against voter suppression and voter fraud, and pushing to get voter registration and to get out the vote movements. We greatly influenced the 2017 U.S. Senate special election and the 2020 to 21 Georgia state elections. This is serious work, and Fannie Lou Hamer nearly lost her life for your right to vote. She was extorted, threatened, harassed, shot at, and beaten by racists, including members of the police, while trying to exercise and register her right to vote. But that did not stop her. She eventually became a registered voter and helped and encouraged thousands of Black people get registered. I owe it to her to keep fighting for our rights. And just like Fannie Lou, I use music, spiritual music, to motivate our people. My grandmother took me with her everywhere, and the voting polls were one of my favorite places. I knew early in life that it was mandatory if I wanted us to be free. Oh, oh, freedom. Oh, oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be your slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Thank you, Fannie Lou Hamer.
And thank you, Sojourner Truth, an abolitionist, women's rights activist, and author who was born into slavery in the early 1800s. But she had the courage and dignity to walk away to freedom in 1826. She dedicated her life to fight for a more equal society for Black folk, particularly women, including abolition, women's rights, and property rights. And you heard my brother, my son, I don't have the right to do nothing, knowing all I've learned about her strength and dedication. You see, the power in knowing your Black history will propel you. I'm Tamika Mallory, and I stand here nearly 200 years later, fighting for women's rights, fighting for voting rights, fighting for human rights. I'm the daughter of activist parents, and I grew up knowing that resistance, it don't come without a price. From my teen leadership in Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network, to my leadership in the unprecedented Women's March of 2017, to my current work in these streets, leading movements against gun violence and police brutality. I stand strong and steady with my brothers and sisters, illuminating our plight, which is making sure that this generation knows y'all rights. Because it's a state of emergency. It's been a hell of a year. Hell, for over 400 years. My people, it's time we stand. It's time we demand the freedom that this land promises. President Biden, we demand justice, equity, policy, and everything else that freedom encompasses. And to do this, we don't need allies. We need accomplices. This is bigger than black and white. And this is not a trend. This is our plight. Until freedom. Let's go. That's how you kill a bitch.
When your freedom is threatened, when your livelihood is threatened, and when your culture is threatened, you fight back. I'm Ron Moten,
a fifth-generation Washington, D.C. native, working with the youth in these streets to eliminate violence and death while resisting gentrification in our neighborhoods. I only know one way to go at it. I learned about the power of change and activism through the example of great leaders like Kwame Ture, also known as Stokely Carmichael, of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, Marion Barry, DC's Mayor for Life, and our biggest champion for all great causes of this great city. And not to mention Winnie Mandela, who imparted words of wisdom, which I live by today. These leaders inspired me to activism, not just by word, but by deeds. I'm not opposed to kicking down doors of the government agencies that are not doing right by the community, not allowing people to move into our communities and change everything we know and live by. I am unapologetically black, and I am here to fight for the culture, fight against racism and injustice. With the help of Dr. Natalie Hopkinson, we won our fight for go-go music. Hashtag Don't Mute DC wasn't just about the music, but about black businesses, equity and inclusion, our culture being attacked, and bringing the city back together. Power to the people. Now let's unite, fight for the culture, and make black history known to the world.
You know, the African rhythm is the beat that started R&B, hip-hop, and go-go music. Dance and music unites our lives and uplifts our spirits. So, let's go!
Jerusalema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, Jerusalema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema,
Did you enjoy it? Did you learn anything new today? Me too. I don't have anything else to say except thank everybody, except one thing. That production was written by Sheba Haley. And one of the many people who were portrayed here today, somebody who I consider a great professor and a prolific writer, said it was one of the best things she's ever read, and she's going to write and tell you that. So would you just tell everybody how wonderful it is to do this and work with me?
Yeah, that. This is hard work, you know, and these kids here, they make those words sing, they make them come to life. After we torture them, today we said, just have fun, and act. We keep telling people you're not actors, but yes, you are. And they are fabulous, and they do us proud. So thank you. And thank you to that choir, that Urban Nation Hip Hop Choir added the zing that we needed today. Thank you, Ricky Payton. Thank you all.
Have a good evening, and thank you very much. Some pictures, huh? The costumes. The costumes are from Hollywood because the person who did them is from Hollywood. Janice Rankin, look at that. And all the team, Justice, of course, led the way. Latita, Lalania, Nikita, Wilma. We just did. And did I forget anybody? Justice again. I want to thank all the parents, because we couldn't have done it without you. We have in our presence Angela Alsterbrook, the executive. Give her a hand. Angela Wayne. We have some of the characters here, Kusa Ali, Natalie Hopkinson, Ron Moden, Tamika Mallory, and the MC, Masan himself. Come stand up so they can see you. The General. Thank you so much for what you do for our people. Thank you guys, and have a good evening.